The Hive Minecraft Java Edition server has shut down. In this video, I'm going to explain why. First of all, Minecraft Java Edition supports many updates. On the Java Edition of Minecraft, you can select which update of the game you play from any of the previous ones. A lot of people still play on the 1.8 version of Minecraft Java because they prefer the 1.8 PvP to the 1.9 plus PvP. Therefore, the community is very split and it's very difficult to develop for so many versions, as not only do you need to develop the old version of 1.8, but also the most recent version and any versions in between, 1.9, 1.10, 1.11, 1.12 and so on. Therefore, it's very expensive and requires a lot of resources to be able to develop for all of these versions, but they can't get rid of any of them without closing them all because people played on every single one of these versions. And the problem would only get worse as more and more updates got developed. Whatever the newest update is at the time of you watching this video is another update for them to have to add, if it's 1.17, 1.18, 1.19 and so on and so on. Therefore, they had to close down the server because they can't afford to continue to run it for all of these different updates, but there's no real way that they could have made it fair and got rid of updates. If they got rid of 1.8, they would have lost the majority of their players, but if they got rid of the newest updates, then this means they wouldn't be able to use any of the new updates. On top of this, the 1.8 update is years old, and therefore they're not able to use any of the new resources, blocks, items, or anything like that to be able to develop the server, and to be able to make new mini-games, and to be able to make the server more exciting, and bring it into the future, because of the 1.8. The 1.8 update doesn't allow you to play the 1.16, 17, 18, 19 or any of the new updates features because it's an old version of the game from before those features are added. And this is a problem with a lot of Minecraft Java Edition servers and something that the Hive just couldn't maintain and manage anymore as it was so expensive and required so many resources. When the Hive Java Edition was announced to be shutting down, an article was published explaining why. That was one of the main reasons, and another one was because of the costs. The Hive Java Edition server costs the same amount as a Bedrock Edition server does for 30,000 players to host 3,000 players. So for 3,000 players on Java Edition, you could host 30,000 on the Bedrock Edition server. Therefore, it makes more sense for them to focus on Bedrock as it's way more efficient, way cheaper, and way easier for them to develop. The Bedrock Edition is also the future of Minecraft, and it's going to be where the most development for servers and everything's going to happen in the future. The Java Edition is still ahead in many aspects right now, but in the future, the Bedrock Edition is going to be Minecraft. And therefore, it makes sense for them to focus on that now, and they're a featured server on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. They get a lot more players on the Bedrock Edition than they did on the Java Edition, I believe, as they are featured. It's one of the main and best servers, and it just makes sense for them to focus on the Bedrock version over Java because it's so much more expensive to develop the Java Edition, and the only reason they developed the Java Edition for so long was because they took funding that they made from the Bedrock Edition, as the Bedrock Edition generates them more money. As sad as it is to see the Java Edition version of the Hive go, hopefully this means the Bedrock Edition of the Hive will get more resources. People that were working on the Java Edition might go over and work on the Bedrock Edition instead. And it is going to be interesting to see which other servers follow Hive's decision for this, because it's going to be an issue for all servers. They're not going to be able to continue to support the older version of Minecraft, the 1.8 version, and any versions in between that and the newest version of the game. The update problem is a huge problem, and even when they release a new combat update, which is something Minecraft have planned for the future to try and resolve this issue, it's still not going to resolve the issue. It's just going to split the community even more, as some people will prefer the 1.8 PvP, some people will prefer the 1.9 plus PvP, and then some people will prefer whatever the new update with the new PvP is, and therefore it's just going to make the issue worse, and it's something that a lot of servers need to address and need to think about now before it becomes too expensive for any server to be able to do, as it's only going to affect more and more servers, as the Hive is or was one of the biggest Java Edition servers. It's going to affect even smaller servers and more servers, and it's just going to be interesting to see what other servers do about this issue in the future, and if other servers will be able to survive and continue to afford this. It is really sad though to see the Hive Java Edition go, and let me know in the comment section down below, did you ever play the Hive Java Edition? Are you sad to see it go? And what minigames did you play on the Hive Java Edition the most? Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.